Basically, praying means you beg or ask some higher instance, God, saints, etc., to help you solve issues, health, luck, troubles, etc., you have when you don't know what to do, or are too afraid to do, or are too lazy to do. It's that simple. In other words, the person does not assume responsibility for what occurs to him in life, and couldn't care less about his life lessons and the like. He considers any challenge in life bad luck, a misery that he doesn't deserve, him being pure and innocent smiley face. Meditation, on the other hand, means the person tries to find out who he is, what his relationship with God and creation is, what his life lessons are, etc., therefore is a soul that assumes responsibility for events around and searches answers for them. When praying, like in religion, a soul reduces his vibration because it doesn't assume life with all challenges, and like a small child searches for a father or mother who is supposedly a higher entity to solve his issues. When begging, praying to some other entity to solve his own problems, although by definition he was supposed to solve them himself because that's why she embodied in this life, that soul goes, technically speaking, through soul fragmentation, and hence fragments of his soul leave and the soul decreases vibration. This behavior is typical for young souls in lower vibrations, like in the 3D vibration, as the large majority on the planet is, and even happens for some in 4D. In meditation, if done correctly, because the soul assumes responsibility for his own actions and searches for answers, he has the opportunity to increase vibration because his soul starts to recuperate lost fragments by making right his relation with creation. It's that simple. This is typical for more mature, older souls starting with 4D vibration. There are very few prayers that resemble a bit with meditations, but only as a great exception. That is when the praying individual succeeds in descending into his heart and, without begging for some free bonuses, just tries to listen to what a higher instance tells him. Of course, that is a marketing approach. All religions boast that meditation and prayers are more or less the same, but this is understandable since they have a range of services to sell to believers. Prayer. Prayer involves certain steps to communicate with God, the believer, and the divine. Faith is of utmost importance that the divine has great powers and can help through miracles. It is associated with care, kindness, love, compassion, and of course mercy. Attention is towards an inner representation of the divine. Supplication is seeking the intervention of the divine to meet a need, desire, or answer a question. Response means listening within for a response to the prayer, petition, or like, feeling that the divine has entered within to communicate with your spirit, soul. This may be in the form of a dialogue where questions are asked and perceived responses are received. Thanking, gratitude is for response to your prayers now or subsequently when fulfilled. Person feels blessed. Returning to the present surroundings, like waking up. Meditation. Meditation witnesses, studies, or interacts with whatever is visualized at the focal point of attention. It does not require faith. Meditation asks for information through inner dialogue methods or inquiry. No supplication. It may use evocation, seeking answers to the questions from the soul, inner self, a nucleus of identity, an inner form of the unconscious mind, or to a spiritual guide. It involves listening and receiving guidance from an entity that is evoked. It may also engage in dialogue with the entity that is evoked. Meditation has a grounding, returning stage as you get placed out of current surroundings. After each meditation, the attention slowly returns to normal waking awareness again. Meditation may use chanting to call upon, focus the attention upon one of the forms of the divine. But it does not utilize thanksgiving, gratitude, or worship. Meditation may utilize auric reception, or receiving the light from a spiritual master, etc., from the divine. Somewhat like the reception blessings. Light reception is called initiation, Shaktipat, or light immersion. This is taught when meditation or even healing therapies are taught, e.g. Reiki, pranic healing, etc. Initiation increases the potentials of all to receive energy. It purifies and illuminating the chakras of the ensouling entity. This light immersion during meditation helps in physical healing, emotional healing, mental healing, provide mental guidance or inspiration, give directions for the human will, commune with the spirit and guide it through the inner planes, guide the attentional principle through the inner vehicles into union with the ensouling entity, awaken the intuitive wisdom and abilities of the superconscious mind, wakes up as the soul, gives guidance for spiritual advancement. I have tried to explain as best as I could. Prayer indirectly is beseeching God to help you with some issues of self or others. Prayers are directly linked to religion and beliefs.